Good afternoon. It is Thursday, April 25th, and it is currently 5:26 in the afternoon, and it is time to make some money. And hopefully it's a much better night than last night. If you didn't watch last night's video, I'll link it here so you can watch it. But last night sucked ass. Only way to describe it. Horribly slow night. So hopefully tonight is much. I am about to switch on the app here as I get on the freeway, and we will get rolling as normal. As soon as I get a ride, I will update. But in the meantime, I will be cruising down the road towards downtown, and we'll see what happens. No big changes. I was gonna kind of just take it all Thursday, but I think what I'm gonna do is hold off and wait till Monday. I think I'm gonna drive Monday, and that'll be the last day of my month, the month day of April. So I think I may do it then. It's just really hard for me to do that right now. Excuse me, because I'm just kind of disciplined with this whole strategy, and I like to stick to it just because it works, at least when there's rides. So anyway, that's the plan for tonight. Again, I think the only thing that I know of that's going on tonight is there's a River Cats game. I really don't get very many. I mean, last night I got nothing for the River Cats game. It doesn't seem like a lot of people use rideshare to go to the games, but what do I know? Maybe they do. Maybe I'm just missing it. But anyway, I'm on the freeway right now, so let me turn on the app, and as we roll down the road, we will see what happens, and I will come back and update accordingly. Stay tuned for that. All right. Let me get on the freeway here, and I will be back. All right, we got a ride. I got a couple offers on the way down here. I did accept one, and then I canceled it because it was like 6 miles to the pickup north of where I was. North of where I was at, and I was like, damn, I don't want to do that. So I canceled it. It's a pretty decent ride. The one I have right now is better. It's going my direction, and then going back down, it's going downtown, so that works out even better. And the other ride was behind me, of course, and then there was one that was in front of me, but then it was taking the passenger back from where I was coming from, and I just wasn't interested in that either. So 3 out, got one finally. This is a decent ride, so we're gonna go pick up Lauren here and get her downtown and get this night started finally. Pretty good start. I mean, I like the fact that I'm getting offers as opposed to last night. So, all right, let me go get Lauren, get this going, and then I'll be back to update in a little bit. Well, I had to pivot. I had to make a change. Just wasn't getting any rides, so took a couple rides way out of the zone. I'll show you how far out of the zone I am. Right up here where those $4 signs are, that's usually where I am. And this is where I am right now. Basically, I'm doing profitable rides. I'm just not in the area where I normally do them. So I got to do something to make some money, and I had to make a change. So this is the change. And yeah. So right now I'm heading back towards town. Maybe I'll get a ride on the way. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, had to shake it up a little bit and figure something out to get the wheels moving, making money, because I can't just sit still all night. Otherwise, there's no point in being out here. So right now, I just got done dropping off someone out here in Vineyard, which is just, I seriously doubt I'm going to get hit up for a ride right now. So we'll see what happens. But if I do, I'll come back and let you know, because I will be shocked. But that's what's going on right now. I'm going to try to make my way back into town and see what happens for the rest of the night. But I've got an hour to go. Yeah, I'm going to make my way back and then close out the night. And then, actually, I got 2 hours to go. I got 2 hours left. So we'll see. Making money. Just having to do some rides that I typically just wouldn't. Doing rides to places that I typically would not go. But at least they're profitable rides. So there's the silver lining to that. And if I got to eat some miles to get back into town, that's the way it goes. Again, those dead miles to me are cost-wise are very minimal. It's more time than the cost to do it. So it'll work out. But all right, let me get back into town, and I will update here in a little bit. All right, back in the garage, and that is a wrap on a pretty lackluster night. I think if I learned anything tonight is I gotta mix up my strategy. I gotta rethink this for tomorrow and going forward, because it just doesn't seem like I'm getting, well, I'm not getting the rides downtown that I was last month, or even 2 weeks ago before the basketball season ended for the Kings. So I need to relook at what I'm doing and open it up maybe a little bit more. Not so much on the dollar per mile or anything like that. I'm not going to adjust that. I think maybe what I need to do is maybe look at the limit on the distance. Just see, make some tweaks. I got to make some tweaks. So I'm going to make some tweaks before tomorrow night, Friday night, and then give it a ride. See what happens with tomorrow night with the tweaks. But yeah, you know, I'm constantly tweaking my strategy and the criteria of selecting a ride. I'm constantly doing that and looking at my numbers and making sure I'm doing everything that I can to be as profitable as possible. And sometimes, you know, you got to step back, regroup, and then jump back in, and that's what I'm gonna have to do tomorrow before I head out. So I'm gonna look at it, and then when I come on tomorrow night, I'll kind of go over the changes that I'm gonna make, and then we'll see how it plays out. That's really all I can do, and continue to tweak it until I get it right again, where I'm firing on all cylinders and banging out rides and hitting my goal every day like I was. Because right now this sucks. It's really bad. And I've got to figure this out. So I mean, if I even have to like bring Lyft into the picture, I may have to do that. But anyway, let's turn the app off first, and then so here's a little look at the night. Down here is where, I mean, I was out in BF fucking E. Oh, that's deep. And then yeah, you can see the end of the night was the stuff up here at the top on the north end. But yeah, you know, normally I'm just banging out rides down here in the grid, and you can see I did hardly anything down there. That's pretty shocking when I look at that. The lack of rides that were occurring down in the grid where I normally am just cleaning up. So that tells me that, yeah, I gotta make some tweaks. So that's gonna happen. All right, let's go back and look at some numbers for the night. It's gotta be better than last night. Barely. That's less than $50 better than last night, and I did 4 more rides than last night, so marginally better, I guess. But yeah, that's still pretty pathetic. Pretty short of my goal. That's 3 nights this week I've come up really short. So yeah. All right, I'll put some averages and stuff like that up. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Please subscribe, and stay tuned for tomorrow. There'll be some changes tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes. All right, thanks again. See you tomorrow.